Hello, everyone. Hello. Hello. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, come gather around the soft glow of your devices and turn the speakers up to 11. Today is Sunday, the 11th of February 2024, and we are all here together tonight for episode 3 of Live from the Pigpen. Thanks so much for showing up, stopping by the stream. It means so much to me that you guys check this stuff out. It really does. But hopefully we got a good stream for everyone here tonight. We're just kicking some things off, so let's try to get some liveliness going in the chat. Maybe if someone's here, the accounts, they can say hi to each other. I don't know. Other than that, yeah, man, I think I put a good little stream for us together tonight. So let's kick things off real quick. Yeah, at the very top of the stream here tonight, I want to throw a huge thank you out to some of the people that were here in the stream last week. Actually, if you caught the stream last week, we're sitting here shooting the shit about like the moon landing and Stanley Kubrick and everything like that. And near the end, a big conversation went on about this one movie. Oh God, what the hell was it called? Capricorn 1. And, a lot of you guys were talking about it in the chat and everything, and I never actually had a chance to see it. So, I hopped on there and I checked it out. I searched for it. It was right there on YouTube. And it was actually a pretty goddamn movie. A pretty good goddamn movie. So huge thanks goes out to all the guys that were here in the chat and the stream last week, that recommended this to me. I never seen it, and yeah, I really liked it. It was an older movie, so it didn't have all that woke bullshit that we all hate. You know what I mean? At no time at all during it was I afraid that, the two male lead characters were going to turn to each other and come out as gender bi, gay fluid, or whatever the fuck they call it these days. That's probably a real thing, I'm sure. But yeah, the movie was real great. There were a couple elements in it that I really liked. The first one, it was what you saw is what you get. Like during the character introduction, when they introduced like the hard hitting reporter, that was his first scene. That's what he came across as. That's what he was throughout the whole movie. When they introduced the character of like the sleazy grubbing politician, that was him throughout the whole thing. You know what I mean? So it started off and it just threw the characters right out there in their intro scene, and it lets you appreciate how all those characters fit together throughout the movie. You really don't see storytelling like that these days anymore, So that was real great about it. And the ending, I really liked the visual scenes with the two black helicopters chasing them through the desert. There was some deep symbolism there with the two black helicopters symbolizing like the inescapable grasp of a malevolent authority. You know what I mean? Just hunting them down. You can't get away from them. I really thought that those visuals were really good. That whole ending scene in the desert with the helicopters was shot really well too. There's this one scene where the male lead character, dips into a cave to escape him. There's a little snake in the cave, and the shots of him in the cave were real tight, like face shots of him against the wall. They were like real claustrophobically shot scenes. And then it would cut out real quick to the wide pan angles of the two helicopters like flying through the sky. And I thought just, contrasting those two shots together and the anxiety of the moment worked really well. I mean, that movie was very great. Huge thanks to everyone that recommended that last week. It really hit it out the park. But I see some stuff hitting up in the chat. Let me take a quick look down here. JS, good evening. Spanky Leatherlips. What is the best wild pig called? Distressed piglets squeal instead wild all right, yes. I'm a distressed piglet. I need vodka. Yeah, we could all use some vodka. Everyone take a quick second. Go pour yourself a nice stiff drink. Crack yourself a cold boy. Roll yourself up a little something or other. Really get in the mind space to enjoy the Pigpen show here tonight. I really don't mind. It's a good time. But yeah, aside from that huge thank you for all you guys that put out there last week, we can move forward into to this week's shenanigans, I guess. This week's stream actually, well, the idea from it really came to me as I was walking down the street the other day. Like, sorry for coughing into the microphone, but a lot of you probably heard me bitching about it before. The Magoolas in a shitty area. I mean, there are levels to shit. You know what I mean? Your suburbs are probably, way up high there. And then somewhere around the bottom, you get urban living, and you get city, and then like maybe a tier under that, a level under that is like, I don't know, ghetto, and then at the very, very bottom, which is where I'm living at, you get slum. It's just despicable here. There's needles on the ground, homeless people asking you for change and cigarettes every couple blocks. Real urban living is filthy. Seriously, just nuke the cities, defund these things. This suffering only happens due to the government throwing money into the housing and feeding these people and giving them free health care so they can stitch themselves up after they've been shot. It's fucking horrible down here. But yeah, the idea from today's stream came from living in that environment. I leave my house the other day, and everyone's life is the same, 3 or 4 blocks. And I'm going through my daily shit. I go off, I get my coffee, I hit the store 24, all that dumb shit. And there's some guy in the parking lot, and he sort of like walks sort of like kind of next to me, but a little bit in front and everything like that. And he's like, yo, I got, and, I get that in the city a lot anyway. I got this big gnarly looking beard. I got tattoos all over. I look like I might, have myself a little friggin' party every now and again. But, other than a nice little fat green boy, I mean, those days are far, far behind me. You know what I mean? I fucked around when I was a kid, but I don't have the stomach for that anymore. But, this guy's in the store 24 parking lot. He's just like, yo, I got. And I'm like, nah, man, I'm straight. I'm good. And then, he's just like, oh, I got bars and yank. And I heard him clear as day. I mean, he wasn't that far ahead of me where I wouldn't hear him. He said he's got bars and yank. Now, I know what bars are. Bars are Xanax. You know what I mean? The little white pills, the little goofball pills, whatever the fuck. Xanax is Xanax. There's a hustler for every substance down here on the street. I mean, you can get pills, powders, friggin' fluids, liquids, all sorts of disgusting shit. And I could care less about Xanax bars, so I'm like, I don't give a fuck. And yank. Now, what the fuck is even yank? I've never heard of yank before. Are there some places out there that are just inventing new drugs in the current age or something? Like what the fuck is yank? And he didn't say crank, because if he would have said crank, I would have been like, oh, it's methamphetamines. You know what I mean? I've heard of crank before. Everyone's heard of crank. But yank with a Y, what the fuck is even yank? And there's no way I'm gonna just meet some random stranger in the store 24 parking lot who's selling me this magic yank stuff, and I'm gonna go home and take it. I don't know how the hell you sell yank to people. But let me throw it there to the chat real quick. Have any of you guys ever heard of yank? I mean, maybe it's like an older drug that's just going by that as a new street term or something like that. But I mean, has anyone ever gotten a real good buzz off of yank? Like a really crisp yank high? Like please describe this shit, because I got no idea what it is. I'm looking here onto the chat here. Lots of immigrants in my neighborhood. Jared D, yeah, I'm definitely a minority. I'm glad I live in a rural sundown town. Yeah, Jared D, what the fuck is yank? Like, it bothered me all day. I'm like, what the hell what is yank, And it just got my mind spinning about like all sorts of exotic drugs and what other shit's going around the city. And now I would never buy like random stuff from just some, convenience store parking lot stranger. But what I am interested in a little bit is if anyone ever had it and it seemed at all legit, I would consider picking up some tasty adrenochrome. Now that's how you party like the rich and famous, my friends. You know what I mean? The adrenochrome is where it is. You're partying like the politicians, like the Hollywood elite, the rock stars, pop stars, whatever. And yeah, so I figure I'd try to like throw the adrenochrome topic out here and make a little bullshit stream of it, But I don't know. I don't like to talk bullshit without lighting myself up a little fat green boy right here. So hopefully by now, let's see, Spanky Leather Lips, the divine Miss Chicken is back from getting her vodka. Take a sip of your vodka while I light up my little doobaroo here. All right, man. Let's talk about some adrenochrome. Now, first off, I take it I'm not the only one in the room who's heard about adrenochrome before. Let me check the chat out down here. Oh, Jared D had a good yank yesterday. Good for you. What else we got going on? All right. Well, just because I want you to know this is a high class stream, I got my little clipboard here. I did some bullshit research on it, so let's see a little bit about adrenochrome. Actually, a little bit of research is the key word here, my friends. This great world of internet bullshit that awaits you every time you log into Google will give you 1,000,001 search results for almost any topic you can throw out there, right? But finding stuff on adrenochrome is fucking tricky. You know what I mean? First off, all the stuff when you try searching for adrenochrome, right? All the stuff that comes up right off the head is telling you that it's a conspiracy theory, that it's a right-wing QAnon, friggin' white nationalist, bullshit. And that sparks my interest because I'm not stupid. Whenever the powers that be, the propaganda ministers that run the internet, that run the mainstream media networks, when they tell me something is a lie, when they tell me something's not worth looking into, I want to check that shit out on the double. You know what I mean? I don't trust any of them people for a minute. So just going by the lack of available information that's out there about adrenochrome, I'm positive that this shit is great, And like I said, my research is real sparse. Like I spent maybe 2 or 3 hours looking for stuff, and I couldn't find anything really. But the very first references where it came up. Now, it when I read it, it popped off into my mind. It was mentioned in a movie sometime a good little while back. Yeah, went off on the wrong. Yeah, I fucked that all up. All right, man. Let's rewind that. Let's pretend I didn't say any of that shit. But the very first hearing of adrenochrome that I ever came across was in a clip from a movie. Let me pull it up. I actually grabbed it on YouTube, but friggin'. All right, let me try to find it. Oh, sorry. You guys love the control panel. All right. The very first hearing I ever heard of adrenochrome was in a Stanley Kubrick movie, A Clockwork Orange. Let me throw this up here. Why is this not going full screen? This is fucking retarded here. All right. Jesus, man. Wow, none of this is working, huh? I'm sorry, guys. I'm having huge technical difficulties. This should have went in full screen, and I should have started. All right. Yeah, guys, definitely not a professional streamer here. 1,001 apologies. But the very first, time, I guess, I heard adrenochrome, and probably some of us have, was in the Stanley Kubrick movie A Clockwork Orange, where in the very famous scene of Alex and his Druze at the Korova Milk Bar, they're just sitting there sipping on their milk. They speak about what type of different milks that they have there. You know what I mean? And one of the types that they're actually drinking that night, they call it like milk plus renchrome, which is supposed to be like adrenochrome or something like that. They have that real weird dialect in A Clockwork Orange. But like this, I guess, is one of the very first pop culture references of adrenochrome that ever made it onto film and made it throughout to the people. So I really don't need to have my fucking arm twisted to watch a clip from A Clockwork Orange. I don't think any of you guys do either. So I mean, what do you think? You guys want to watch a quick little minute clip of some Alex Delage here? All right, fuck it, we're watching it, man. We're going for it. Ah, damn, man, I suck at the computer, huh? But let me know if the audio is coming through too. I never know if this shit works or not. That's just iconic right there. Even the weird, creepy synthesizer music, that's just great.
There was me, that is Alex, and my three droogs, that is Pete, Georgie, and Dim. And we sat in the Korova Milk Bar trying to make up our Razoo docs what to do with the evening. The Korova Milk Bar sold Milk Plus Velocet, or Synthamesk, or Drencrum, which is what we were drinking. This would sharpen you up and make you ready for a bit of the old ultra-violence.
Oh, we love a little bit of the old ultra-violence here in the Pigpen. That's just such a great movie. You know, how lucky are we, right? 2 weeks in a row with Stanley Kubrick tied in fucking themes. I mean, this is the life we're living right here. Who cares that civilization is collapsing, friggin' all around. It's a good time. But let me get out of this. But yeah, that was the first appearance, I guess, of adrenochrome in like pop culture and everything. It was really veiled. It was really masked a little bit. Like I said earlier, Clockwork Orange has that really strange narrative style, But let me hop in here into the chat real quick. There's a scene. Oh God. There's a scene in Fear and Loathing. Jared D. Yes, I actually have that scene queued up too. That is the more recent showing of adrenochrome in pop culture and everything. I think that might be something else that maybe even more people seen than A Clockwork Orange. I mean, as iconic as A Clockwork Orange is, I mean, Johnny Depp movies and especially Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas might have had like a wider reach than that. But yeah, we'll cue that up in a little bit. Where they do it, I think they got it from a horse. Relax, it's okay. Supposed to be from a pineal gland. My favorite driving audio is good. You took too much. Yeah, JS, that is a good scene and everything. But yeah, on my little research, what is it? Adrenochrome is a psychoactive substance that can be synthesized with chemicals from the mammal adrenal gland. Now, they say that any mammal or whatever has an adrenal gland, and they can get the get the friggin' oh my God, I'm going crazy. And they can get the I'm fucking everything up here. And they can get like the adrenochrome from that. But the like the dank shit, the stuff we all want to talk about is the Pizzagate version of adrenochrome, the QAnon version of adrenochrome. That is what I am, mostly acquainted with and everything. Other than those few mentions in pop culture, like I said, those movies earlier, the biggest exposure I had to adrenochrome was following the Pizzagate conspiracy theory as it unfolded. I was there for a lot of it. Always checking in. It really grew a lot on 4chan, you know what I mean? But it grew on everywhere. Like, Pizzagate was just such a fun time, and everyone was throwing their 2 cents worth in it. And there was just so much going on there, But the version of adrenochrome that I got, the Pizzagate version, is that the tastiest, the most flavorful adrenochrome comes from human beings. You know what I mean? In particular, children. And to get the most potent, dankest, like super juicy adrenochrome, you have to harvest it while the person is alive, first off, and while the adrenal pineal gland is just pumping it out. You know what I mean? You wanna end the life right as this gland is glitching the fuck out to get the to get the 4-star adrenochrome. And the way to do that is to make sure that the person is in like absolute fear and pain and suffering right at the moment of their death, so that their adrenal gland is just freaking out, And that right there was just such a draw to the Pizzagate theory. You know what I mean? Because that spins the mind. You know what I mean? Like what are they doing to these people? That, and it tied it into a lot of the missing children, like the tens of thousands of children being missing every year and everything throughout the world and everything. They're ending up in the hands of the global elite who are doing these horrible, unspeakable things to them and shit. So Pizzagate had that aspect to it, and it let me tell you, when the Epstein Island thing hit, Pizzagate was the first thing at the top of my mind. Like this is where Pizzagate type shit happens. You know what I mean? Because you think, like all these Illuminati, lizard people, global elite, whatever, Democrats, you can call them whatever you want. They're just real evil people. As evil they are, you think they're a little bit efficient, right? So I don't know, man. Like the vision I had, and I know it's sick, and I'll probably, get bounced off YouTube, but I honestly think that Oprah Winfrey had that girls' school down in South Africa, right? And she was a handler for Epstein. So she was like grabbing all those girls, and a shit ton went missing down there in her school too. Like the girls literally vanished off the face of the earth, right? But I think, Oprah was taking them, handing them off to Epstein Island that were used as like party favors for the parties, for the super elite, the Obamas, the Clintons, the Tom Hanks, maybe even the Stephen Hawking midgets were there. I don't know, who's to say. But, and then when they were all used up, in that regard, they were brought out to like the other end of Epstein Island where they were just fucking juiced for their adrenochrome. You know what I mean? Like just fuck until it all dripped out. I mean, like, I don't know. What does it say about me that I actually believe that shit? What type of world are we living in where, by all means, a common person could hear such a strange story as like Oprah giving friggin' millionaires missing children from her school that are getting juiced for their fucking adrenaline glands. I really believe it. I wouldn't put it past it these days and age. The girls from Oprah's school went somewhere. The people out Epstein Island were doing something, and man, I really think they're being juiced. I really think they're being juiced for their adrenochrome, so Hillary Clinton can take it, so she can be immortal. Is that fucked up or what, guys? That in, does anyone else in the room believe this shit? Like, what level of fucking conspiracy theorists do we have here tonight in the fucking Pigpen chat room? Was I dead on? Do any of you guys believe, like, up to a certain point, then it veers off a different direction? I'm sure we all heard of Pizzagate. And I mean, what I just run down was, like more or less the straight up the middle version of Pizzagate. It didn't really go much either way. But what do you guys think? You hear about that stuff too? Let me check my chat. I'm sorry for like putting my glasses on and looking down to the side, but I have like a whole new streaming setup, and my chat is on a chair, and it's like down here at my feet almost, so I can keep everything in here tighter and better. But let's see. That's supposed to be from a pineal gland. Oh, it is good. Yes, Pizzagate. I don't know what to think, but I believe something was Biden missed out. No, Biden's not missing out. Biden is on the adrenochrome train with the rest of them. I'm sure of it. Like that guy, someone has to be shooting something up into that guy. You know what I mean? He can't be friggin' out there walking around like a zombie like that without getting shot up with something. I mean, he's got to be on huge amounts of adrenochrome, or amphetamines or something. You know what I mean? The guy's too old and feeble to push him out onto a stage in front of a platform. That guy's getting juiced up probably like the old fucking baseball players were before they went out, or before like a WWF wrestler or a WWE wrestler goes out to the ring. Like he's getting poked with so much shit, oh God, it's going to be a mess. he probably has to get so fucking juiced up to go out to make these like little short, like 2 or 3 minute public appearances that there's no way that they're going to put him on any sort of stage for a national debate, and especially not with the Trumpenführer. You know what I mean? They will not let him up there on stage with Trump. They won't let him on stage up there with anyone. He will turn himself into a blithering idiot. You know, the guy's just, he's a disgrace. You know, other countries must be looking at our demented fucking commander-in-chief and just laughing at us, man. The guy needs to get the fuck out. But, what else we did here? JS think there's more truth in it than ever. Why is he so stupid? I realize that. Wish I could retract it. Yeah. But, let's see what, man, what do we got more for, let's see, what do we got more for our little adrenochrome fucking thing here? All right. Other than that, it oxidizes instantly with air, light, moisture, or heat. It must be in airtight and stored in a freezer. So that's how it goes. Now, in all of my research, I came across, you know, bullshit stories mostly. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I was all fucked up on adrenochrome and I saw unicorns flying and all sorts of stuff. You know, you crawl through all that sort of stuff, and there is one possibly credible story of someone out there actually getting their hands on some and trying it. You know, only because part of the post really made it sound like he had like medical knowledge and everything, and it just seemed a little bit more legit than like, oh, I bought some adrenochrome from a junkie in a store 24 parking lot or whatever. But yeah. He got himself a nice little bag, and he tried it in 3 different ways, and it took him about a week. So he tried some, wait 2 days, try it in a different method, and try it again. Now, the first method he tried it in was 100 milligrams under the tongue. And the activation period, like how long it took him to feel anything for that method, the 100 milligrams under the tongue was about 5 minutes. 2 days after that, he put 50 milligrams of it powderized just on the table and blew a line. And the activation time for the 50 milligram line was like a couple seconds. You know, so it's probably like, you know, like cocaine or whatever. You know, you bang the line, it rushes through you, and then you feel it. And then a couple days after that, he took 25 milligrams and smoked it in a crack pipe. Now, I don't know if that means he like cooked it up into rock form and smoked it like crack, or if he just put powder in the pipe and burned it till it smoked and it was just a crack pipe. But he smoked it, and that was the quickest onset of effects, and that was instantly. As soon as he blew it out, you know, he felt it. Now, in explaining the high, it was really a real short paragraph. I mean, like, I went through the whole thing expecting to get this, like, in-depth, you know, thing of what it felt like. But it really, he ripped right through it, and it seemed like nothing special. What the hell are you right? Warm body sensation mostly. You know, that he just, you know, felt warm. A nummy, tingling sensation in his hands and feet. Sedation, euphoria, slight visual changes, and dilated pupils. I mean, you know, that just sounds like, you know, he smoked himself a nice friggin' fat joint of something crispy and dank. You know, that doesn't really sound like the effect I was expecting from someone who just hit like the fabled adrenochrome. You know, I expected it to just be more. I don't know, like, oh my God, it changed my life. You know, like that shit the DMT people say, you know. And adrenochrome on itself isn't even a classified drug. It's, you know, not on any United States drug schedule. I mean, you can do with it whatever, you know. But I don't know, man. I have a little example of a adrenochrome trip right here. I'm trying to pull it up, hopefully. All right, let me come back to this. Now, all right. Earlier in the chat, it said that there was a mention of adrenochrome in the movie Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. There are actually 2 mentions in it. The first one, it's a pretty shitty clip. Like, it's very loud and there's a bunch of screaming in it, and literally he just says the word like adrenochrome is in my bag or something. And the second clip is after he takes it and he's like feeling the effects of it. Now this clip right here is more along the lines of like what I expect an adrenochrome trip to be like freak the fuck out, super bold and vivid, like flashing lights and everything. So this, oh, why the fuck is this muted? But this is the Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas version of an adrenochrome trip. Let's check this out, guys. This should be good.
See what happens. Some more. Extract of pineal. You sure that's a good idea? One whiff of that stuff will turn you into some of a goddamn medical encyclopedia.
We've all been there.
Beautiful fucking tits, man. Your head will swell up like a watermelon. Probably gain about 100 pounds in 2 hours. Right? Of course. Eating once. Yes. And then you notice about 6 huge hairy tits swelling up on your back. You go blind. Your body will turn to wax. Now you put you in a wheelbarrow. And when you scream for help, you'll sound on the raccoon. Man, I'll try just about anything, but I'd never in hell touch a peeling of gland. Finish the fucking story! What happened? What about the glands? Jesus, that stuff got right on top of you, didn't it? Look at your face. You're about to explode. Maybe you could just shove me into the pool. And if I put you in the pool right now, you'll sink like a goddamn stone. You took too much, man. You took too much, too much. Don't try and fight it. Get brain bubbles, strokes, aneurysms. You'll just wither up and die.
There you go, man. He said your line there, man. You took too much, too much. I don't know, that was a great movie right there, you know. God, I remember the first time I saw that. Jesus Christ, I thought it was brilliant. But that is what I almost expected the adrenochrome trip to be like. You know what I mean? Just like super bold, super visual, and everything like that. I didn't expect it to be anything like, you know, what was written in that one forum post. But you know, who knows? You know, even that kid on the forum post could be, you know, full of shit. You know, you never really know. But all right, let me actually hold on a second. Let us. All right. All right. All right. Let's check out what it. Now I know that in its pure form, it's like powder and everything like that, and it's supposed to be like really, really vivid purple. I'm trying to find a picture of. Oh yeah, that's what I had earlier in the friggin' chat here. Shit. I'm trying to find a picture of it. I can't find it. Actually, hold on a minute. Who makes this stuff? Hold on a minute. Oh, wait a minute here. Yeah, whoops, adrenochrome, whatever. Effects of adrenochrome, QAnon. Yeah, see, whenever you try to search for this stuff, that's some of the first stuff that always came up. Remember what I was talking about earlier? Like, it just comes up that it's like bullshit. Process for preparing. Method, chemistry. See, more conspiracy theories. Properties, history. I want to buy some. Hold on a minute. Ooh, yes. Adrenochrome for sale. Why the hell not? Oh, no shit. Oh, what? No, that's not it. Whoa. Let's go to the Molecular Depot, my friends, and try to buy ourselves some fucking... My God. That says it's adrenochrome, highly pure, greater than 95. Yeah, oxidation of adrenaline, custom bulk orders its product. Ooh. How much? How much do I get for $3.50? Guys, you want to throw in on a bottle of adrenochrome and party our asses off next week? What is this day? All right, catalog number, Launchpad. 10 milligrams. Supplied as powder. All right. Storage at minus 20 Celsius. Yeah, something like that. You figure is like, what, dry ice or something? Biotech grade. All solid components are highly pure. Ultra pure water filtered through. References. Ooh. Guys, it has a phone number. Holy shit. I wonder if they have like express delivery. You're like, I need some fucking chrome right now. What are we wasting our time smoking weed for, man? When we can get this shit right off the internet and party like the Clintons. What is this shit? 858 900 3210. Oh yeah. Oh fuck yeah. Pick up the phone, man. I need it. I'm hurting.
Thank you for calling Molecular Depot. We are currently assisting other customers. For an immediate response, please email us at info@moleculardepot.com. You can also leave a message with your name and phone number, and we will return your call as soon as possible. Thank you for calling.
Yeah, well, fuck. Do you think it was worth a shot? My God. Hey, imagine like someone picked up the phone. They were like, yeah, we get calls from idiots looking for adrenochrome all the time. We'll ship it right to your house, asshole. Let's have fun at your funeral. They gotta... You think they're told to like screen people? Be like, if they sound like they're gonna rip it open and start doing lines, don't sell it to them. All right. Can I add this to cart? There is a cart. No, oh my God. No way. I can just order this shit? Holy shit. Guys, do you think this is a bad idea? Oh, hold on, let me check the chat. Dude, this is horrible. We are the laughing stock of the world. You're probably right, Miss Chicken. Sadly, yes, there's a whole scene dedicated to Adreno. What the trip? Hi, Spanky. The pineal gland. Looks like pea flower. Should have left your name and number. Yeah, it's a bad idea. Oh, hey, what's going on, Screwhead? Yeah, it's a bad idea, but... Oh, I've had so many bad ideas so far, and, like, they haven't killed me yet. I'm thinking, like, you have to have, like, some sort of, like... Can I just check out? I think you have to have some kind of, like... credential. Like, you have to be from a lab or a school or something like that. Returning customer. Have a coupon. No, they have coupons for adrenochrome. No. All right. It just asks for... Oh, yeah. Company name right here, and you need it. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, man. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Company name is needed. I don't know. God, I would have loved to. It actually, fuck it. My job is closing. You know what I mean? We're shutting down probably in the middle of next month. I think if I went into human resources and was like, look, man, I've been a good employee all these years. I need you to order me a package. Don't open it. Call me the second it gets here. Oh, man. All right, how to order. All right. Shopping cart system, order by email, order by fax, phone, text. You can text in an order for friggin'... You can get salmonella? No. Salmonella, like salmonella? Yes. Jesus Christ, dude. All of a sudden now I feel like the site I'm on is like super sketchy if they want to sell me like salmonella and all sorts of friggin' shit. God, who knows what kind of evil people are buying things from that website. Oh man. Actually, it's probably better off that you need a company to buy some adrenochrome because I literally would have bought some. 10 milligrams though. How much? Actually, hold on a second. All right. So that was $400. Yeah, it was $400 for 10 milligrams, or 3 something for 10 milligrams, right? And this guy, the guy on the forum that said he was doing it, I took down the amounts that he wrote. He was doing 100 milligrams, 50 milligrams, and 25 milligrams. All right, so that's bullshit right there. This guy's doing like thousands and thousands of dollars worth of friggin' adrenochrome. I don't know. Yeah, I can't stop thinking about it. I think it would make for a great stream if I ordered myself a bottle of adrenochrome, kept it in like that dry ice shit, and just like cracked it open on stream. And like, guys, this is it. And just fucking glitch out for an hour or so. Like, you guys would like that stream, right? It would be good times. All right, how much to ship? I don't know how much to ship. I sort of got discouraged when they asked me my company name. But, all right, ladies and gentlemen, how many other streamers on YouTube are shopping for adrenochrome? Answer, no one. Exactly. Magoo is heroic. I'm doing the things that matter here, Psychosity. Thank you very much. All right, just by a show of hands or whatever in the chat. If your best buddy comes knocking at your door, it's a Friday, Saturday night, you ain't have shit to do, and he had himself some adrenochrome, and you knew that it was real, and it really was adrenochrome, and he could measure it out so you would just get like an average dose. There was no fear of like overdosing or tweaking the fuck out or anything like that. If there was a legitimate chance for you to friggin' take a little taste of the chrome, of the adrenochrome, would you do it? Yes or no? Throw some things in the chat. That I'm interested in. I mean, my attitude towards drugs is probably a little different than other people's. Like, I grew up in this shithole ghetto. I mean, I started seeing friggin' crack and coke and everything like that at a very young age, extremely young. So probably my overview on drugs is probably a little off kilter. You know what I mean? It gets normalized. You know what I mean? You grow up around it so much. But I'm wondering what some of you guys' attitudes are on it. Like, if someone came up with some legit adrenochrome, would you take it? Hell no from Spanky Leather Lips. I don't know. I think I would have to look at it and be like, ooh, this is the Clinton drug. This is what they're juicing all those. Actually, no. Now that I think about it, I wouldn't take it because I knew that they're killing fucking like little children for it and everything. So I don't think so, Hillary. You can keep your adrenochrome. But, oh God, I don't know. Maybe one day we'll get an inside look into like the adrenochrome factory. I don't think they can keep those Epstein tapes sealed for long. You know what I mean? Other than outright destroying them so they are unviewable and unrecoverable to history. Sooner or later those things will come out, And dude, I'm telling you, they're having adrenochrome parties. They're having weird sex fucking adrenochrome parties, man. And you're going to see them all sitting there in one big group, all friggin' faces exposed, looking at each other, enjoying it. Friggin', it's going to be the most degenerate thing anyone's ever seen when those videos come out. Oh God, I hope I'm alive still. But let's see what we going on. Hell no. I did a lot of hallucinogenics back in my day, but I would have drawn the line at adrenochrome. Oh yeah, me too, screwhead. You know it. Probably a lot of. I did a lot of acid. You know, and then I was probably in like my early 20s or so when the rave scene hit. You know, and I was in that a little bit. You know, I was probably peripheral to it. You know, I was dating a girl that was there and everything like that. That was in the scene and all that. And she, you know, she took me to him and everything. And I did a lot of different shit there. I mean, like mescaline, K, all sorts of like club drugs and everything. So much MDMA, like a shit ton of ecstasy. Like that, there was that whole little scene back there. Just, you know, people wearing candy bracelets and flinging the fucking glow sticks around and just doing boatloads of drugs. And I mean, I was dating one of them girls and I ended up doing a lot of drugs too, so fuck it. But back in the day, I would have fucking tried it. Yeah, you know what I mean. The like before my awakening, you know what I mean. Before my trip down the right path, you know, I really had a you know, an open attitude towards drugs. You know what I mean. It's horrible. Like growing up in the city, you have no in the slum, like in the ghetto, you have no like moral compass to like tell you not to do these horrible things that you just see all day long. You know what I mean? And it becomes normalized. You know, it like I said earlier, you know, like seeing crack, seeing coke, and everything like that at a young age was nothing uncommon. I was in my teen years still down here, and you know, drugs equal money. Everyone, anyone who was anyone had like a bunch of dime bags in their pocket of weed. You know, this was like way back in the day before it was legalized. And I mean, that's how you made your money back then when you were a kid. No one's giving these dirty fucking inner city kids jobs. There's no jobs around here to take anyway. So everyone was like hustling to sell weed, you know, and it's strange, you know, you see all these people, but they're not like close friends. They're like summertime friends, like people you see out on the block, out in the neighborhood during the summertime. And then wintertime hits up here, and it's really cold, and snow dumps on everything. And, you know, like you don't see these guys for a couple months until the next summer. And all in the course of one winter like that, you know, like the summer before, we were all out there selling weed. We all had those dime bags in our pockets. And then after the summer hit, you know, and people were coming back out onto the block, and we were all seeing each other for the first time in a few months. It almost exclusively, like all these different little pockets of friends, stopped selling friggin' pot and started selling coke. You know, so it you know, you just see that, and you're part of it. You can't get away from it, you know, and you don't have you don't have another social outlet to escape it from. So you just learn to accept that, like, oh yeah, the people I know are fucking selling coke. You know, they got fucking guns on them. This, that. You know, it's a real shitty life to grow up in. But that's the one I had, you know, so whatever, fuck it. So, I mean, that's probably where my viewpoint comes on drugs and having some of that sweet adrenochrome, you know, but who knows? Maybe I'm just crazy like that. But let me see what's going on here. Actually, whoops, my bad. Now that I have some of you guys in the chat, in particular Screwhead and the Vivacious Miss Rubber Chicken, I think I may have thrown your YouTube account into moderator roles for this stream's chat. Similar to the way that I just sort of blessed you guys with the friggin' moderator duties out of nowhere on the Gab group. And I'm just dumping more bullshit responsibility in just the same way on your laps here. So, congratulations, you two. You've just been made moderators of the stream chat, and I expect you to take the job very seriously and do moderator things, I guess. You're going to do great. You're going to do outstanding. I have total confidence in you. You're going to knock it out the park. But let me check the chat down here. I would pay money for Magoo at a rave. I was never like that. You will never see footage of me like that. It was this girl I was seeing, you know. She was all about it, and she was almost unemployable, but she had a look to her. and she got paid by the rave DJs, like Network One was the name of them. They were like these little DJ companies that supplied, like, you know, the decks, and the DJs went and played the music at all these raves. She would dance on the side of the stage. She was like a booth girl, so to speak, you know. But they never paid her any money. They just literally let her into the rave for free, and she could like bring her friends in with her, and that's how I ended up in there with her. And yeah, it was horrible. The only way I ended up doing so much fucking drugs with this lady is because like she was the booth girl, you know, like the girls dancing on the stage. And all like club security would all be over the booth girls. You know what I mean? They'd want to get to know them, they'd want to get to bang them and everything. And like the security would be stopping people out in the club and everything, or jacking them in the bathroom and taking their stash. You know what I mean? If they saw you selling on the floor, you know, they'd eyeball you out, and then they'd fucking clip you, you know? And all the security guys that were taking all these other people's fucking drugs were just funneling them off to the booth girls. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, hey, you know, I don't know what this is. Would you want it? You know, and like they were just showered with fucking drugs. And, you know, after the rave and everything like that, at the after party, she would just like hand me handfuls of things. Like, take this, go sell this, take this, do whatever with this. It was a bad scene, man. But, I never wore the necklaces. I never wore those big weird pants that like opened up at the bottom, like bell bottom type shit. I was never like that, you know. But I was just there with the girl I was seeing. She was a fucking mess. She had like this bright blue hair too. It was all fucked up. Those were fucked up times. All right, everyone, straighten up. Oh shit. Open up your wallet and take the oath. Take what you need. Thank you. Already power mad. Leave your nugs at the door. I would love to leave my nugs somewhere, but they are firmly attached now. Wow. LOL. But, yeah, you know, Psychosity and Rubber Chicken, if you have any issues or, you know, with the moderator privileges being on your chat accounts or whatever, you know, just let me know and I'll try to take them off. Do you notice if your chat box looks any different, if you have any extra things like you can click on or anything? I wasn't even really sure how to set the mods until I saw just like this little link that said like, you know, you set your stream moderators here, click, and just, you know, I half-assed my way through the entire screen. I don't even know if anything came through. I do see different colored names in the chat though. I see Screwhead is green, and the Divine Miss Chicken is, what is she, like a orangey red type thing? JS is blue. What color am I? Am I even going through the chat? What a train wreck. I swear to God, one of these days I'll get this whole streaming thing figured out, and we'll have ourselves a great episode here, you guys. It'll be great. It really will. We'll have such a good time. But yeah, you know, I'm constantly trying to make like new little things here for the stream and everything. I've been trying to get this Find the PsyOp like video intro thing done, dude, for like 2 weeks, and I cannot get it to fucking run. I do not know what the problem is. It, like, the video part will run, but I can't get any sort of like audio to play. It's driving me up a wall. But, you know, once I get that sort of thing figured out and everything like that, I'll roll that out and we'll have like some more content to do. But I don't know, other than that, man, you guys have any ideas? You want to talk about anything? Shoot the shit or something? You got any questions, comments, ideas for things we can do down the road? It also, during the week, you know, I make those little shitty videos and everything like that. If you have a video idea, you know, you can throw them out to me. Sooner or later, I'm going to run out of stuff to say on my own, and I'm going to need, you know, ideas just to keep content flowing. But, yeah, you know, any input is definitely greatly appreciated. You know, this show is as much yours as it is mine. I mean, you're the community that rose it up. And that I'm also looking for things that I can do, like, technically with the stream, too. I think I can play games, you know what I mean? But you know, I'm really trying to keep away from the games. I think I had myself a little fucking video game problem a while back, dude, like a legit addiction. It's stupid, man, but I want to leave the games alone for a while. But, technically we could do it here. And we could have other people here too. Like we could have me in one little box like here I am right here, and then over there on the other side of the screen we could put other people. Like we could all like shoot the shit with each other, have like little conference panels and everything like that. So, I don't know. This is only the third stream. You know what I mean? I like to think it's sort of chugging along at a pace that's not absolutely horrible. I mean, on my end, there's a lot of like technical things that I'm trying. I'm setting like little benchmarks for myself. One of them was to not show the control panel, and I think I fucked up already and did that twice tonight. But whatever. I'm still learning. I hope you guys definitely enjoyed the show. Thanks so much for stopping by and everything. I think I'm going to wrap everything up and try to get out of here. But definitely, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for everyone who like reposts the link to the stream and everything like that. It means a lot. Hopefully, as my my technical experience grows on how to run these things, our little community here will grow at the same time. And I'm telling you, man, sooner or later, we're going to be just the idol of all of YouTube. They're going to want to see what these cool people are hanging out in the chat room with the stream with that stupid looking fucking guy in the beans. And I don't know, man, one day I think something will come of this, man. I think it's going to be great, and I think we're all going to share it together, and I think it's going to be wonderful. So, I mean, I can't thank you for, starting this road with me, all these 3 streams so far. But let me take one quick look at the chat. I am chat setting ignorance. Slam Pig, you're doing great. Oh, thank you very much. It's chuggling. I enjoyed. You're doing very well. I concur. Awesomeness. Thank you very much. Like I said, technically I'm trying to do things a little bit better. I'm always trying to like fix my overlay, like the way everything sits here on the screen. And, like trying to fix my transitions and everything, like back and forth like that shit. But, that and the way that you set all this stuff up is, like you layer everything in front of each other and, just knowing where I can put stuff and where I can to make stuff look better. It's just some shit that takes time. I'm sure after I do it enough times, it'll be like second nature. But, yeah, I'm just rambling on at this point, taking some last looks at the chat, and fantastically kicking. Oh, yeah, thanks so much. JS, Spanky Leatherlips, Screwhead, everyone that stopped by the chat here so much tonight. You guys mean so much. Hopefully I'll see you back here next week for episode 4 of Live from the Pigpen. We're going to do this whole shit show again next Sunday at 7 o'clock. So until then, I don't know, take good care of each other, be well, stay out of trouble, and God, I really don't even know what else to say except thanks for stopping by. All right, see you soon.